Hello there. I'm Sue Johnson, your host for Wake Up and Live with the Arts, here with James McGilvray on camera and Lester Bryant, who's not with us, our editor. We are happy to welcome our next guest for today. His name is Richard Asbury. You may recognize him as a previous guest of ours, and you are beginning to recognize him as an emerging playwright around town. And we are so proud of Richard for his advancements and his moving into production. And he's here to tell us about several things related to the plays he is developing. And the first thing is an evening of short plays that's coming up soon. So Richard, tell us a little bit about your evening of short plays. What will you be promoting?
First of all, I'd like to recognize Ensemble Theatre that is sponsoring the evening of short plays. Every Wednesday this month, they're allowing emerging playwrights to put on 10-minute plays. Mm-hmm. So on the 27th, I'm going to be putting on one of my 10-minute plays. There are 5 other authors who are all going to be presenting at the CLE Urban Winery in Cleveland Heights on Lee Road. It's a 10-minute play. It's about a husband and wife in a series of conflicts, mm-hmm. and it all revolves around what it's like trying to make it in corporate America for young people. It's set in 1978, and it's set in northern Michigan.
And the name of this play is?
Drums of Zanzibar.
And I've read it, and you and I are going to work on it together a little bit.
Yes, we are.
And it's a fascinating concept. If you would like to see some of Cleveland's best emerging playwright talent, come on out to an evening of short plays at the Cleveland Urban Winery, and it's located 2180 B Lee Road, and that's Cleveland Heights. Now, the Urban Winery, is that like a bar, a jazz bar?
It's a wine bar, and once a week they have play readings or poetry readings, and it's kind of the ambiance of the, let's say, the Beatnik coffee shop.
I was going to ask.
Of that period, but it's wines that are produced locally, right here in Cleveland.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be a pretty intellectual group, mm-hmm. and that's why the Ensemble Theatre is bringing some of these plays to them.
And the Ensemble Theatre is a veteran theater, legendary for its American plays. Celeste Cosentino is still head of the theater. And I don't know the artistic director's name right now.
Tyler Winden, Windeен.
Okay. And so you've been working on your craft through this writers group that meets weekly.
Correct.
Now, it meets at the Ensemble Theater,
yes,
which is across from the library? No.
It's on Washington Street.
No, yes.
It's on Washington Street.
I'm thinking of another theater. But yeah, it's on Washington Street. It's in an old school, elementary school mm-hmm. building. Mm-hmm. And I can't think of the name of it, but it's you can see it from the street. But Ensemble Theater weekly for playwrights who are working on their craft. Now, is there any charge for a writer to attend?
No,
so it's free and open to the public.
Right.
Do you have to have writing skills before you join the group, or can you be a total rookie?
No, I have been with them, I guess, almost a year now. Uh-huh. And even though I had already written something, it isn't required. There are people in the group who've had 2 or 3 plays performed here locally. Mm-hmm. There are a couple actors who were voiceover specialists in New York that are part of the group. It's a very open, laid-back environment. We just had 2 women join last week who are self-taught poets.
Okay.
And want to move into the theater. So it's a very open group.
Eclectic group.
Oh, very much so. Very much so.
Now, you are going to be doing your reading of Drums of Zanzibar about this couple who are in conflict about his progress, the husband's progress, and his wife's ambitions. Oh, sounds like Macbeth a little bit. Nah, not really. Okay. Now, but you actually on the 27th, which is a Tuesday evening, we'd like to invite you to come to our Wake Up and Live with the Arts taping, where we will do a reading of Richard's play, Drums of Zanzibar. It won't look the same exactly as it would on the stage. And then it won't be right away because we'll have to edit it together. And it'll probably take, almost a weekend to get it disseminated through our YouTube channel and through direct email. So you have other plays coming up, which we'll mention. What are the other plays coming up? Play readings.
Yeah, the readings that I have that I would like to work with you on is a scene from my first play, The Emperor of Lincoln Street. Which
we performed
together
a while back.
Correct. Yeah. Another play is It's Time to Go Home, which is another one of my plays that was read at Cleveland State Black Studies Institute. The whole thing I'm trying to do, what I hope to do with you and your organization, is an actor showcase where we take two actors, they work together, 3 different plays, 3 different pieces of material. The common thread is it's husband and wife conflicts in 3 different environments. And so it gives a chance for the actors to stretch, and it gives me a chance to show a portion of the material that I've completed.
Exactly. Now, a little bit about your background. You have a military influence in your plays. Tell us why, about your background.
Yes, I did 20 years in the Navy as an officer, surface warfare officer, which meant I was one of the guys that was on the bridge with the captain. The way we used to define our job is at sea, we operate and maintain ships. Ashore, we operate and maintain training commands. So that's what I did for 21 years.
Okay.
And that one of the best decisions I made in my life.
Was to do it or to retire from it?
To do it, and also to
retire from it.
The time had come.
Right, and there's a mention in the Drums of Zanzibar. His name is Cedric, he's the husband, and the wife's name is Leslie. And there are military references, but it's not a military play, that show how Richard has used his personal situation to help tell his story. And we always coach folks that if you take something that you know, unless you're going totally imaginary out of your creative brain, use things from your life that will help you tell your story, and that will help bring it alive even more. So Richard, I want to thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
We look forward to seeing you Wednesday the 28th at the Cleveland Urban Winery on Lee Road in Cleveland Heights. It's 2180B. Why the B?
The number of buildings it has, there are units within that same building.
I see. So 2180B on Lee Road this Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Richard does not know, nor do we know, the order of the presentations, but come and enjoy the evening with fellow creative artists. So hopefully we'll see you there. We'll definitely see you Tuesday on the 27th at Karamu, where we will actually do a reading with Anthony Brown and Tamicka Scruggs.
Thank you very much.
And they're also doing live reading as well.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Thanks, Richard, and we want to thank you for watching, and hang on again because we've got another guest coming up to showcase. See you in a minute.